Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, our first show of the new year, we'll talk Bulldog basketball and we'll catch up with Ferris State hockey, but we'll start first with Bulldog women's basketball, joined by head coach Kendra Faustin. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Already back in the new year and right into the heart of the conference schedule as you started GLIAC North Division play this past week, and certainly a challenging schedule here in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference.
You're relentless. So we're getting ready to prepare for Saginaw this week, who is top of the league, and then we have Wayne State at home this weekend, and it's just one after another, good teams, great players, great coaches.
I know it's been since early December when we last talked to you here on the show, and a lot of action's taken place since then. You opened the new year with a big win on the road, non-league action. Just talk about what transpired over the holiday break as you got ready for the GLIAC North Division schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. We went down to Salem and got a win and played really well, and had some time after Christmas break to put some things in. We pressed a lot, and we're pressing more, and we've lengthened our rotation a little bit, so some of our young players are getting some good experience, which gives me wrinkles and gray hairs, but good for everyone involved, and they're doing a great job, and we're learning and growing every day, and there's just really something to learn every day.
This past week, first game on Thursday night at Lake Superior, and I know maybe not the outcome you wanted, but obviously for you, a special occasion as you go back to where you played your college basketball. Just talk about what that's like for you as a coach.
Yeah, I walk in that building, and my body aches because I remember a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that gym. But it's a kind of a reminder of why we did this. I got into coaching because I had some great coaches. Chris Dunbar at Lake State, who's now the athletic director, really made an impact on my life and put up with me for 4 years. And I came out a better person. So some really great memories there. And moving into the game, had a really, really tough start. We came up the same day, and we do that a lot, and we're going to have to get used to doing that and starting the game quicker and just ready to play. We weren't ready to play. And then after that, I thought we made some great adjustments. They really shoot the ball well at home. They lead the league in three-point percentage. They have a bunch of shooters, and they spread us out a little bit. And so we made some adjustments, and after that first quarter, we did some good things.
As we headed into Saturday's game, as we go to the highlights, hosting the Northwood Timberwolves, first home game of the new year. Talk about what it was like to be back at Wink Arena.
Well, it's always good to be back at Wink. I feel like we haven't been here in a long, long time. So it's nice to be back in front of familiar faces. And we have an unbelievable fan base. Regardless, at the end of the game, our players get together at half court and say family, and then we go into the stands, and just some great people that really support what we're doing, how we're doing it, and just no matter what are there. And that means so much, certainly to me and our program, but on an individual basis to our players, to have people there that care about, hey, how's the classroom, how's your family, how are you, how's coach, how's the team, those things. It's what makes Ferris special.
Certainly here in this game, kind of like the Lake Superior State game, got off to a slow start, but really played Northwood pretty even from that point forward.
Yeah, no question. I thought we made, in particular in the second half, after halftime, we came out offensively and did some really good things. And we're in the middle pack. I think we're 6th in the conference in field goal percentage, but we're last we're 1 in turnovers per game. So it's really about us getting to the spots that we need to, so that we can do a better job taking care of the ball. And I thought in the second half we moved the ball really, really well. So I was happy with in particular with that adjustment.
You mentioned some of the turnovers. Obviously, a young lineup here. A lot of freshmen seeing all kinds of action for you.
Yeah, and doing a good job, learning something new every single day. And at this point in time for your freshmen, their high school season is over. They've already played a full high school season, and now we're asking them to keep going in mid-January into February. And we keep working, and we keep getting better, and we see some new faces out there. I don't think there's anyone better to follow than Rachel McInerney. I don't think we talk about her enough. I was looking at the stats. I'm like, oh my heavens, she's top 5 in points per game, top 10 in field goal percentage. What she's doing is remarkable, and we're turning it over 22 times a game. So how are we even getting her the ball? So I think our young players have, some really good leadership in Rachel on the floor, and Riley Blair is really starting to get going on the offensive end. She can just score in so many ways. She can shoot it. She can go off the bounce. She can post up a little bit. So she's really starting to gain some confidence, and we need a couple more players to get that feel and that confidence at this point in time to help us get over the edge. You
mentioned Rachel had 17 points, Riley Blair in double figures as well, and second straight game that she's been here in double figures as well.
Yeah, she's really talented. What I love most about Riley Blair is she has really high basketball IQ and high confidence. She doesn't get rattled, and she has proven that time and time again. She wasn't even in the starting lineup at the beginning of the year, and she's fighting through some injury bugs, and she night in and night out, we know what we're going to get from Riley Blair.
Coach, just talk about the progress that's been made improvement-wise with some of your young kids since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I think our young post players, I think it's really unique to make that jump as a post player from high school to college, and our young post players are really understanding the small margin for error. When you're that close to the basket and you make a mistake, somebody scores, or you score or don't score. And so I think Bray Benner has really improved. She really helps us with rebounding. Lily George has really been coming on as of late. Certainly can go off the bounce. She can shoot it. So she's starting to get more comfortable and confident. I think overall, just probably the one moment is in our Findlay game and being down 18 and battling back, and that resiliency, that how quickly it can go from down 18 to, hey, let's ride this run and let's keep this going. That too is youthful. Our players, they don't realize that, oh, hey, there's 2 minutes left in the game and we're down 2. They're like, no, we're on a run. That's what they see. We're on a run. We're having fun. So that's really the good side about coaching a young team is, the downside is ups and downs, but the plus side is, those ups can come quickly, and it's fun.
This week you take on Saginaw Valley State Thursday night on the road, and then back at home against Wayne State on Saturday. 2 teams that maybe have been 2 of the better teams in the GLIAC here over the past few years.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching film on both, they're both very different in style of play. Emily Wendling for Saginaw Valley and Carrier, their point guard. They have 2 players that are scoring a lot of points. Carrier averaged 22 last weekend at the guard spot, and then Emily Wendling is one of the leading scorers in the conference. So we'll have our work cut out for us. They run a lot of sets, so it'll be a good chance for our young team to really execute a scouting report. And then Wayne State is the direct opposite. The dribble drive, spread you out, go off the bounce, and so we'll have a quick turnaround. But we're looking forward to competing again.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs. Looking forward to Saturday's home game here as well. 1 o'clock start at Wink Arena.
Me too. Thanks, Rob.
That's going to do it for this segment of Ferris Sports Update. We'll be back right after this.